So I'm going to show us how to get started on this bubble project. I've got a number of different circle tracers. I even have this cup that's at all of your tables. I can use the bottom of the cup, I could use the top of the cup. And I'm going to just trace some circles. Now, we're working together, so you want to get your neighbor's artwork next to you as if you're tracing off the edge. So I've got my neighbor's paper, and I'm going to trace this circle onto both of our paper. And now, I've got a nice pencil circle, and they could perhaps trace a circle that's like onto slightly my part of the paper. And then we'll come back later and when we're adding color. We definitely want to make sure that we continue to work with our neighbors as we are doing our project. I want to get some different ones. Maybe I'll even do a little baby bubble. Now if I have someone from the bottom, I would want to make this go off onto theirs. I could even overlap bubbles sometimes. I really like when bubbles go off the edge of the paper. So make sure you're talking to those neighbors so we're getting all of our bubbles on the papers that need to. If you don't have a bubble going off the edge, you can't tell that it's combined with a big group project. Once we have all of our bubbles done and our neighbors done all their bubbles, it's time to add some oil pastels. I think the first good step of doing this is to kind of trace each bubble with our white. Alright, so now that I have my bubbles traced, I'm going to be drawing some shine spots. Now there's a number of different ways you can draw them. I like to make mine pretty simple. On the thicker edge of this, for this bigger one, it's kind of like a curved rectangle, and I'm going to do a shine spot on each side. Each bubble is going to have two shines, and they are always curved. I don't want to see any straight lines. There might be another little smaller shine next to your bigger shine. You can do some shine spots here. Maybe they're just like a curved line. These oil pastels are pretty thick. Alright, now it does make a lot of sense if the shines are kind of facing the same directions, but with all of our papers, if we get kind of our shines turned around, that's okay too. But a lot of my shines are kind of like on this side and that side, except for this one. We can kind of turn that up. Alright, and now it is time to add some colors. I get to put my white away and get some colors. This is when it gets kind of fun. The colors in the same way are kind of on frequently opposite sides, so I'm not going to go too thick with my colors. I'm just going to do a thin line of blue over here. Now if somewhere you want to do a burst bubble, typically a burst bubble kind of just looks like a circle with some little lines around it. Dots around that. Now if you wanted to make your lines go a little bit farther in, you totally can. You can see how this one, they're still curved, but they kind of go farther in, and that's fine too. But that's kind of how I'm gonna go with my bubbles. I think that's looking really nice. You can see these are two separate papers, but they kind of go together. Feel free to add more details if you want, add more colors within. It doesn't have to be as much black space as I've got on mine, but I want to see what you guys can do. You could even do bubbles that are not circular. That could be kind of interesting. But do make sure we have quite a bit of black space within each of our bubbles because they are very transparent. Alright, I'm excited to see what you guys can do. Write your name small in the corner or on the back, and this is going to look fabulous.